asked who it was. It did tell me to go to the Bible. She told me to open it up, and she would tell me when to stop and when to read. Initially, I opened the book to 1 Kings chapter 11. I ran my hand down the page, and when I thought I had reached the right line, I started reading. And that line said, "When Solomon was old, his wives had turned his heart to strange gods, and his heart was not entirely with the Lord his God, as the heart of his father David had been. By adoring Astarte, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Mekon, the idol of the Ammonites, Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not follow him unreservedly as his father David." And I said, "Okay, so you got me some names of gods the first time. Interesting. Why don't you guide me to another part of the book and confirm that, just so that I know I'm not crazy?" And then I turned some pages, stopped when I felt it was right, and I wound up on 2 Kings 23:13. "The king defiled the high places east of Jerusalem, south of the Mount of Misconduct, which Solomon, king of Israel, had built in honor of Astarte." And I thought, okay, that's a nice coincidence. And yes, I do feel that you are making really strong vibration feelings every time that I read Astarte, but these 2 books were really close together, and they appear to be covering a similar period in history. This could easily be a coincidence. It's not like I haven't read the Bible. It's probably in there somewhere, approximately where these passages are. Give me another one. I closed my eyes, closed and reopened the Bible. My hand landed on Jeremiah 7:18. "The children gather wood, their fathers light the fire, and the women knead dough to make cakes for the Queen of Heaven." My Bible here has a footnote that reads, "Queen of Heaven, the Assyrio-Babylonian Ishtar, goddess of fertility." Finally, when I got a particularly intense vision that had writing and a script I did not recognize on a wall behind a barrier of fire, I gave up, and I just asked for help dealing with it. And at that point, I saw something being drawn in front of my eyes. It started out as a star, but it had various little squiggles put on it. I actually asked, the invisible finger that was drawing it, "Why are you drawing squiggly lines on a pentagram?" But when he finished drawing it, the hallucination completely went away, vanished entirely, and everything was calm and quiet. And he whispered in my ear, "You want to look at the Goetia." I went and pulled it out, and I flipped through the pages, and I eventually found a page that had the exact same sigil that I had just seen a few minutes ago. The entry next to that sigil is for Astaroth, who is apparently a corruption of Astarte, a goddess that would later become Ishtar.